Time for a love potion, a little sweet and spice. Throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night. Feel with emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. This is the moment, no turning back. One drop on your lips and the spell will take effect. Under the moonlight, stay close to my side. We're burning so bright. Oh, 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 oh. Feel the emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. I'm pulling you closer to me. You're finding it harder to breathe. The magic is taking over your mind entirely. I'm the only one that you see. I got what you want, what you need. Before you know it, you are falling deep in love with me. Little sweet and spice. Made a love potion for you. Hey, yeah. Little sweet and spice. Yeah. Made a love potion for you. Feel the emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine. Feel the emotion, follow the signs. With this love potion, you will be all mine.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is the grand final of the channel member invitational. We did start out with 16 players. We are down to the final 2. It is Call Me Sam against MooNKnighT, all trying to get that first place prize and the accolade of the, of course, tournament win. I've enjoyed seeing my channel members in this tournament. I think some have definitely improved whilst playing their sets and preparing for their sets, so that is also really awesome to see. And by casting these games, I get to see them as well in live sort of tournament setting, and it helps me give them feedback. And of course, if you'd like to be a channel member, there is a link in the description. And it is a celebration on many fronts, because we have also now reached 8k subscribers, so that's another milestone, which is super epic. We'll probably aim to do something pretty special for the 10k, and yeah, I'm also looking to do more channel member invitationals as well. So I appreciate everyone for their support, and let's jump on right on in to this grand final. Now, MooNKnighT is on top of the bracket, so he will be picking the first map. The map pool is in the description. And hello Anonymy, hello Line IQ, hello Ben D, and hello Flamek. Well, love potion. Let me read the admin. MooNKnight can't see us for some reason at the moment, so let me just do a bit of a re here. Sometimes fixes it. And there is a poll in the chat, so vote now on who you think is going to take away this this win. And I do see MooNKnight now. There we go. And let's host on up. Latency should be pretty good. MooNKnight from the UK, Sam from Holland, so we're all pretty close. And majority of you are going with Sam for the win here. And D saying Sam is one of the most talented prospects in the game. Okay, he's actually going oil Rampage for the first map. Which is quite a turnaround for MooNKnight, because there was a time when he wouldn't really go off 2 supplies. And now he's liking oil Rampage, so let us see. Ben is definitely a fan of Call Me Sam in the chat. I will let Sam know. Let's get the armies. Wow, a GLA mirror to kick things off on oil Rampage. Well, I actually think MooNKnight will be happy with that, because he won on this map, I believe, in the semi-final, and he also won on this map in a challenge recently as well. I forget which it was, but I've seen him win on this map more than once. Hello, Alfie Ace as well. Good evening. So we shall see. Hello, Queen, as well in the chat. Alrighty, we jump into game number 1. The players are ready. Luck and fun is wished, and we have a balanced mirror to start things off. In the top right of oil Rampage, we have Mr. Call Me Sam. And in the bottom left, in the red, also with the VGLA, it is Wraith, aka MooNKnight. So yeah, oil Rampage is that map with 7 oils per player. So you will be expecting the GLAs to go for that double barracks build order. We are seeing that, but I prefer Sam's build at the moment. That second barracks is that little bit quicker. But MooNKnight is slightly ahead on the arms dealer. Hello, TeeeZ. Hello, hello. One, two, three rebels out for Sam, and a nice defensive tunnel there as well. Hello, Yazan, and hello, Mirani. Hello, Heso. Am I on the tea diet? I will have a cup of tea in a second. I've literally just walked through the door from a lot of driving and a lot of work. TeeeZ is voting for Sam. I will end the poll in a second. We'll just follow these techs for now. And it looks like MooNKnight's forgotten the tech veterancy, or is that intentional? We shall see. Tech coming in for Sam. Crushes one RPG. MooNKnight gets one crush on a rebel there, and might get in the worker line. No. Goes for another crush, but these oils are already captured. And the tech is cleared up. Meanwhile, MooNKnight is on 0 oils, actually. Yeah, and it must be intentional to not get the veterancy here. Oil cap is coming in now. And this scrap tech is putting in some work, but Sam does have 1, 2, 3, 4 oils, 5 oils already, and he's about to get a 6th, but there could be a deny coming in here. Not controlling the tech. That's very good for Sam. You got to say it's a good opening. Meanwhile, though, MooNKnight has got 6 oils of his own. Refinery still needs to be captured, and there is an uncaptured oil here as well. 7th oil is now captured for Sam. So Sam is leading this so far. Khalid saying, I tried to talk to you America, but none agreed to discuss the match with Domi. I'm sad to see that though. Well, I've not been around. I had some sets yesterday and I've been busy. But whenever we talked about it in the last stream, Khalid, I agreed to play. So, are you in the Discord? Because if you are, then that's the best way I would suggest to arrange some sets. My Discord link is also in the description, so if you want to hop into that and send me a message in my channel or privately, that we can do. And that was a very nice TT attempt there, but the army went for a little bit of a wander. He did save 2 of his quads though. Decent repop, and might be an overextension from Sam here. Does appear to be. 7th oil is now being captured for Wraith. Palace at 90%. Sam already on his Palace and already on his first black market, first supply as well. Whereas MooNKnight does not have his 3rd supply. We just end the poll. 76% going with Call Me Sam. MooNKnight trying to clear these tunnels here, and he should be able to do that pretty easily. There is a repop there from Sam, which I think, yeah, he shouldn't have done that really. He lost 2 Scorps and a quad for 2 quads there, not really worth it, but doesn't have to panic because he is ahead and he is dropping his first Scudstorm. MooNKnight dropping his first black market, and there is the meme itself live in action. It's what I call the Wraith supply. That is quite far away. 1 oil actually went down here during that little bit of interaction on the right side. So Sam looking very, very clean so far. 3 arms dealers against 3 arms dealers. MooNKnight does lead the XP though, and maybe needs to go a little bit aggressive here. Because when that first Scud gets up, his heart will sink a little bit. Scorp's coming in to pick off another oil. MooNKnight needs to get a repair on that, and he needs to try and defend that. A lot of quads here. And a couple of buggies out as well. Sam keeping the main army busy whilst trying to pick off that oil with the left 2 Scorps. And he's going to get that oil. Another tech coming in. That's probably a TT. Loses a Scorp, and it is a TT. Going to get himself a 3rd oil here as well. Very nicely done. But MooNKnight with over double the XP is not on cash bounty just yet. Buggy ammo is now in play, and quite a tunnel stinger camp coming in here from Sam. Layer upon layer. buggies and buggy ammo in play as well. And multiple scuds being added by MooNKnight, but he is 2 oils down. Plus slightly delayed in the tech, so I think he should try and force the issue a bit here. And that's exactly what he's going to do. Do we see the cash bounty? No, we don't. That is a mistake. Nice flanking bus coming in from Call Me Sam. Pretty much deleted though by the buggies and the quads. And MooNKnight is continuing to push out. Another pop here from Call Me Sam. Not the best pop. And these engagements overall are going better for MooNKnight, but the lack of cash bounty is really hurting him, but he does have his CC scaffold now. And so cash should start to be coming in for MooNKnight. Hello GNX, hello Hero. Hello Firelord. Angry Mob in play, and he has the Arm the Mob upgrade as well. So all that MooNKnight managed to do there was clear a couple of tunnels. Cash bounty is live, but that is a very nice engagement for Sam, picking off 4 buggies and only losing, I think he only lost 1 himself there. Angry Mob is actually blocking his own buggies. But these mobs are going to start to walk across the map. Second palace being added by Sam. Another 2 scuds. MooNKnight adding an extra 3 scuds. Worker shoes in play for both players. But yeah, the loss of those 3 oils, that is really going to add up. TeeeZ and Queen are having a little bet on the winner here. Buy Olive Garden, buy Olive Garden. Like it. Bit of banter as well. Yeah, Sam really doesn't want to get saboteured here, does he? I think that is potentially a bit of an over commitment to the static defense. I mean, I'm all for a camp, but I think as long as the paths into the base are blocked, you don't need this amount at this stage. I think he'd be better off getting a few extra scuds at this point. But he is leading the scud race. 3 scuds to 2, but there are more coming in from MooNKnight as well. But Sam's base is very bunched up at the moment. Hello Matthew and hello Mohammed. Mojo Jojo in the chat as well. But Sam is actually forcing the issue, and that is a little bit of a... That's more than a little bit. I was going to say that's a little bit of a Fargo pop, but that is a true Fargo pop, and lots of buggies going down. And Sam might be going through a bit of a timing here where he scuds the production and then comes in with the main army. A lot of quads here which will clear up the angry mobs. And a lot of mobs are being picked off, but the quads are actually thinning out a little bit here. Angry mob from MooNKnight as well. Rebel ambush, I think that was there from MooNKnight. Trying to hold this push, and he actually does hold this push. Getting himself 4-star in the process. That is a Vet 3 angry mob there from MooNKnight. Putting in the work. Score goes down as well. Nice buggy blob here, picking off units at range. A lot of RPGs just walking in. I prefer those in a bus. I think they're effectiveness has way more impact in a battle bus. And I think when you're on 3 arms dealers, you can easily pump out a couple of buses. Oh, hello Apex as well. And the first Scud is ready to fire. And here we go. Let's see. And it looks like it's going. Yes, it is. For the bottom oil here. And he's going to get a refinery and an oil. Now, can you place it in a way where you get all 3? Probably should test that. MooNKnight Scud is also ready to fire, and it is launching. Here we go. Scud coming across the map. And MooNKnight going for the oils as well. But gets that extra oil, so nicely done by MooNKnight there. Does need that to bring himself back. He does have an extra Scud in play as well, and he is leading the XP race, so he's not out of this just yet. He's got a few supplies to mine as well. Sam doesn't have any workers here, needs to remake some. He is adding in another arms dealer as well. Massive commitment to the mobs. Yeah, and that's another just free bit of cash bounty and XP for MooNKnight there. I think unnecessary for Sam to be doing this. Khaled going for a bet as well. I mean, this is the most bet on set for a while, I think, by the sound of it. I've never seen so many mobs. I don't know about you guys. I don't mind the odd angry mob, but it's quite a fascination with angry mobs from both players here. Hello, Hot Cross Bones. Wishing good luck to the players here. Yeah, it's been a good game number 1 so far. What are these workers doing? What are those workers doing? Is that for a bit of an offensive tunnel camp, or is that a bit of a misclick there? I think that's a bit of a misrally there. Several Scuds are ready to fire. And number 3 is on the way. MooNKnight as well launching a Scud. That is on the Palace and an oil. Sam got another Scud to launch, and wow! MooNKnight this time actually going for the production. That is a good hit. That is level 5 for MooNKnight as well. So, Sneak and Anthrax could well be on the way. Scud will go down here for MooNKnight. Sam actually pushing in. MooNKnight could use his Anthrax on that. He is going to. And that is another good Scud. Hitting a Palace, but Sam does have a second one. Tox Bomb is pretty nice. Buggy will go down. But this is cleared with the Scorp Toxin. But here is the sneak attack, and this is a very big moment here. This is a chance for MooNKnight to actually take this game, because Sam's production is not in the best state. And he is panicking. He is sending his units back to defend here. MooNKnight deciding to gun down a little bit of everything here, actually. The units, the tunnels, the Scud, he damaged everything, but did not actually really kill anything. But the follow-up Scud is very nice, and that Scud will take down this Scud of Call Me Sam. So MooNKnight is actually ahead on the scuds, but Sam has one to fire next. MooNKnight is also out of oils here. So he's going to be relying on cash bounty. Oh, he has the 1 oil. But that is all. Hello, Millard 9. Matthew says, have I ever used Paladin tanks on normal Crusaders? Yeah, you can see Paladins sometimes against GLA as an offensive drop. You can see Crusaders against tank quite a bit. And sometimes later against GLA. Hello, Brewski as well. Hummy, what's up? And he's asking, how is the mood? Sam's just launched another scud. Where is that going to go? Here it is here. Will that take the scuds out? It takes it to the hole. But this sneak may well finish it off. Nice pop from MooNKnight, but it's a good pop from Sam. Spreads his units. And that might be game number 1 to Sam here. Big follow-up of Scorps. MooNKnight might be using this defensively. He is not using it. Sam was worried that he might have been. And he is actually going on the production one more time. That is a good hit. But how is he going to hold this? I don't think he is. You might see MooNKnight tap out here. And game number 1 is looking like it's going to Call Me Sam. Mirrors are reversed. MooNKnight says, too many misclicks, laughing my ass off. GG, and Sam with the GG. There is the eco difference. So getting those early oil kills definitely made a difference there. MooNKnight overall with the better engagements, a little bit late with that cash bounty. But Sam always really looked ahead in that. There was a window where MooNKnight could have potentially used that faster sneak attack to his advantage, but in the end, Sam taking the win. Hello, Philadelphia. Your new name, 94. How you doing? Okay, so we have the reverse, but a very nice game to start off the set. Mohammed Al-Bavari, hello by the way, he is asking why no Scorps by red. Yeah, I mean, I think on Oil Rampage you either need them early on and you need to commit to them, and then you maybe need them late on when you get to level 5, but MooNKnight had got his palace before he really had made any, and then didn't really have enough economy to sustain a big Scorp blob, so yeah, I think the game was lost at the start really. He was just slower on the oils, lost oils, and that was that. Anyway, we have the reverse, and it is MooNKnight we are looking at to start with. In the top right, he is in red, and in the bottom left, it is Call Me Sam with the purple. Abips says, Habibi Xcal. Hello, Habibi. How are you doing? Flamex says, outplayed and outclassed, and is that outloved? Sounds erotic. Hello, Faster. Yeah, I heard there's some drama in the Twilight Flame this evening, but I missed it. Literally just walked through the door to cast this grand final, which is timing perfectly because I am going to be away. Tech coming across the map from Call Me Sam, and once again he is ahead in that harassment. Should get a rebel here. He does get a rebel. And he rotates back. MooNKnight again not going for the tech veterancy. So that is to be able to get cash bounty level 3 as soon as he hits level 3. But the issue with doing that is your early engagements and potential harassment is going to be weaker because you can't trade evenly against these vetted techs. But yeah, he's not really going with the harassment, which served him so well in the previous times he played on this map. But he has got his oils this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oils in play for MooNKnight. And Sam has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Only just got the 6th. And no refinery yet for Sam just yet. The lead is saying, tell Moon that he's got to win. Biggie's asking, is MooNKnight Wraith? Yep, they're the same person. That's not been a secret for a while. Mohammed Noir is saying, what do I think is the most overpowered unit in the game? I mean, Humvees are pretty good, right? Well, not on their own. Humvees with MDs in them. Stealth Comanche is pretty good as well. Harass coming in from MooNKnight on the right. He's not paying attention to that tech. And he could deny the refinery here, but yeah, I think focusing more on macro at home. He started his palace, but once again, Sam with that faster palace at 50%. Abed saying TV3 only air 10k and down to sponsor $60 best out of 11. That sounds it's like some crazy games there, and not something we've seen before either. I'm assuming that is on Twilight Flame only, or is that on any 3v3 map? Because then that would be pretty exciting. And what is the lineup you want to see? Sam has finished his palace. More stingers are now being added, but this time around he's a little later on the Scud and he's a little bit later on the black market. MooNKnight is at 85% on the palace. And he does have 10k in the bank, so I'm sure when MooNKnight gets to the palace tech, you're going to start to see some palace structures, and that we have seen instantly. Scud on the way, black market on the way. So that Scud is actually now a little bit earlier than Sam. Sam though pushing in. Matthew asking about what about the Marauder tank. Not a fan of the Marauder personally. MooNKnight and Mary versus Peace Lover and Wraith. That would be a good one. You could make it a 3v3 and add Asus and Rob if you wanted. Ahmed says, if you play against 7 hard army 10k, can I win? I've never tried actually. I'm sure it's very doable. Right, well, MooNKnight holds. He's definitely not committed to the base defense spam as much as Sam, at least just yet. Sam getting 2 Scud Storms, MooNKnight getting 2 as well. The difference is this game, MooNKnight has not lost any oil, so this game is more even than the last. However, Sam is slightly ahead in the XP. Apeds is saying big maps of 8 doesn't matter if Twilight Flame or anything else. Okay, wow. Hummy's having a good time in the chats. Good to see. Seems to have conquered the Windows update this evening. Oh wow. What the hell happened here? That was almost the whole tunnel pop getting taken out. But the bus and buggy poke is very nice indeed. MooNKnight with a few buggies of his own. But he does lose an oil for it. Jarman Kell out for Sam, snipes a buggy. Hello, nickname. And that is a nice bus flank from MooNKnight there. Like that. They were damaged RPGs though by the sound of that bus there. That went into that bus, because when it went in the hull mode you heard them die. And I like this from Sam. It's a bit of Scud Storm rushing and it's a bit of aggression at the same time. The mobs are back in play and more Scuds are being added. More Scuds from MooNKnight as well. Cash bounty for MooNKnight, but not for Call Me Sam. That is a mistake. He does have that oil lead. There's a very injured Jarman Kell here for Call Me Sam. Maham is saying it's newer like sure. Gotcha. I was going a little bit Francais with it. Buggy's putting in a lot of work here. But Sam, this is like brutal challenge mode, isn't it? The waves just keep on coming in. And MooNKnight is struggling to hold this. MooNKnight has now edged the XP race. XP is crazily even here. Scuds are even as well. MooNKnight now just takes the lead in that XP, but he isn't oil down. Yeah, we need a Dutch team versus Windows update. Nickname Exile and Hummy in a best of 7 versus Windows update. That'd be a good set. Buggy's trying to save this oil, but MooNKnight picks off on oil himself now. And the game stabilizes once again, but Sam behind this is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Scuds against MooNKnight's 4, and he's adding an extra 2 in here as well. What is MooNKnight adding? adding an extra 4 scuds. So what do you do if you are MooNKnight here? Do you scud the production? Do you scud the economy? Or do you try and combo scud and take out like 3 scuds here? Do you put like 2 scuds there and just try and get rid of 3? Win the scud war. A lot of options. Well, our questions are about to be answered as MooNKnight Scud is heading across the map. And it is an oil hit. And he gets the refinery and he gets 2 oils. Are we going to see the same in reply from Sam? No, Sam is going for the production. He gets an oil and he gets an arms dealer to the hole. Another scud is ready to fire from Call Me Sam as well. But MooNKnight's doing very well to hold. Players are floating here. But Sam is very, very close to level 5. No Toxin Shell upgrade from MooNKnight. That is a big mistake. So the Anthrax is actually going to hurt him greatly. And Sam is now Call Me 5. And he's sneaking on this left side. Anthrax is going to go on the main base. And Wraith is going to kick himself for forgetting that upgrade. But this bunker is doing very, very nice. And the sneak is shut down. Whoa. That was probably an angry mob that went down there. Yeah, he's not clearing that. And now he realizes, oh dear, I've forgotten the upgrade. Scud is launched. Yeah, and that is a scud on the production as well. Another oil going down, and that arms dealer going down as well. MooNKnight losing a scud here, and where is his army? Yeah, that lack of upgrade has just totally camped his production. He's trying to add in more arms dealers. But he's going to be losing a scud here, and Sam is launching another scud of his own. And Sam going for an oil and damaging this scud as well, and he's got a second scud to fire. And he can put that here, and he can take that scud out. MooNKnight losing that scud that was a little bit far forward here. His production's now back in play. And he's launching his own scud as well, but there is another scud somewhere coming in from Sam. Yeah, MooNKnight realising he's under a bit of pressure here. He's just trying to slow that production down. There is the other scud from Sam, trying to stall MooNKnight's production as well. So one arms dealer in play for Sam, one arms dealer in play for MooNKnight, but MooNKnight does have a sneak attack now, and he may well Anthrax this army on the left hand side. But I think that sneak, oh, he does actually pop, and he does have a few Scorps here. And if he Anthraxes that army, MooNKnight could actually get quite a lot done here. He has another scud ready to fire. He's getting on top of that arms dealer. Where is the Anthrax? It has not been used just yet. He's using it now. But he's losing his base here massively. Why did he not use the Anthrax on this army? Would have killed the mob and damaged the Scorps greatly. 2 scuds to get damaged here. There's a lot of scuds bunched up. Yeah, MooNKnight will be kicking himself. That lack of toxin shells really, really hurt him this game and possibly caused him to take critical damage. Another scud hitting here for Sam. And another scud launching for Sam as well. think he's going to continue hitting that production. Yes, he is. And that is a scud going down as well. Big pop from MooNKnight. Oh, and there was a scud. We missed that one, and it did actually take out 2 scuds of Sam, and MooNKnight has another 3 scuds to fire before Sam can launch his. Now, 1 scud here would probably take out another scud, and this scud is launching. I'd like some repair on some of these buildings from both players. He's actually going for this right-hand scud. And another scud coming in from MooNKnight. Now, where is the Sam scud, which is about to fire? Is it one of these? We are about to find out. No, it was not. Another scud launching from MooNKnight, and 1 launching here from Sam. Oh, MooNKnight scudded his own sneak attack. Not ideal there, but he can probably repop. Scud went in here from Call Me Sam as well, but the angry mobs are actually putting in so much work. And I think Sam has done it. MooNKnight decides to be aggressive with these Scorps. He's going for the palace. I'd prefer him to kill the market. Ah, now that's what he should have done earlier. Anthrax literally owning all the mobs instantly. And the buggies. And only a couple of Scorps will remain. Scud from Sam. Is that going to be used defensively? No, it is not, but MooNKnight is worried about it being used defensively. But actually, that is a pretty good choice. That is a good hit. Gets another scud to the hole. And MooNKnight did not capitalise on that sneak attack there. Oh wow, and on 1 HP, this scud is going to fire. This is going to be absolutely brutal. Look at this. Palace, scud hole, arms dealer, oil, all of it going down. MooNKnight on his last legs. He does still have 2 oils here, but Sam is actually still on 3 oils himself. Anthrax coming in. Exile going with the Wrath Storm in the chat. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a nice hit. That is going to be all the buggies. Okay, he does save 2 of the buggies. There is a follow-up sneak attack though. And it is going to the base. He's not defending that scud. Yeah, not the best connects on these scud storms for MooNKnight here. And that is another scud for Call Me Sam. Now he's just going to take out those oils. Oh, 1 does actually survive, but MooNKnight not defending his base. He's going to struggle because because he's not going to win a base race here. Needs to make a few emergency terrorists, really. Does pick off a Scud. Oh wow, that palace is so low in the terrain that it's actually not firing. It's literally just hitting the terrain. Palace does go down. And this is what I think MooNKnight should have done earlier here, when he scudded and killed half his army. He should have committed to that. And yeah, Sam identifies that that is the only threat to him in this game now, and he just decides to use a defensive scud and wins the game. So very nicely done from Call Me Sam. Takes a 2-0 lead. And it is now Call Me Sam's map. Wraith will be hoping for a balanced matchup. Mohammed El Bavari asking why didn't he finish a palace. I'd have liked him to just pick off the markets. It's a lot of cash bounty. It was a free kill because it was already damaged, and then go from there. If you were going to commit to the palace, he should have sent a Scorp round the back to deny the repair. But yeah, he just kind of damaged everything, and damaging stuff's no good. You need to take stuff out. Artic Lagoon from Call Me Sam. Definitely a more up close and personal map. Let's see what armies we get. This is a best of 11, still a long way to go. And that is a matchup that can be won both ways. I think it is a matchup Call Me Sam does like though, so we might be seeing a 4-0 here. We may well be seeing a 4-0. And yeah, I have noticed a surge of improvement from Sam recently, which is amazing. And here we go, game number 3. Sam wishing luck and fun. And we start with Call Me Sam, who is down in the south with the USA Laser General. And up in the top, it is MooNKnight in the red. He is with Dr. Thrax, DLA Toxin. So your standard 2 supplies coming up here for Call Me Sam. Let's see what MooNKnight is going to go for. I think it's up to MooNKnight to put on the aggression here. Playmek is saying he picked Sam's best map as the first map. Okay, so Sam likes all Rampage. Interesting. Those are on the left side. Is it looking for the worker? Decides to rotate back. He is now mining off the 2 crates here. I think he's only just managed to do that. And Firebase being added in. I don't think that is the best placement on this map because the tech can still sneak by here and damage this And it doesn't really do that much there. So I think if you're going to build your fire base on the left side, I'd prefer it, I think, more in this sort of vicinity. Or even maybe there. So it's in range to shoot the bunker as well, perhaps. And then that way it covers this area and this area. But at the moment, that is only covering here. And there can still be harassment coming in. But having said that, it does damage the first tech, but 2 terrorists come in and they take that out pretty quickly for MooNKnight. So that is nicely done from him. And the follow-up tech is on the way. And if there's RPGs in here, a dozer may well go down. A dozer does go down, and that is a nice pick-off. No scrap deny, but no scrap collection either. He's going for the harassment, but there are many Humvees out. Decides to go in the beach hut. Hello, Raiden. Good evening, good evening. And that is a lot of text from MooNKnight. Sam's got to be careful here. Good unload with the RPGs. They're starting to do damage on the Chinooks. 1v does go down, but it is a nice fast Chinook pull, which is important. And more techs coming in as well from MooNKnight. This is good aggression so far. Gets himself a scrap. And this might be his first mistake. Is this an overcommitment? That was his first mistake, I think. I think MooNKnight has done a bit of a throw here. Another tech rallying in. Good micro under pressure from Call Me Sam. And that was a mistake. I think he would have been better off just camping that supply and going from there, expanding, taking the map. But as it is now, MooNKnight is in a potentially dangerous position. He's getting a sneaky tunnel up on both sides though, and that RPG is also being super annoying to the point which it has delayed Sam's push. Bye to Alpheus. And this is all cleared up. Right, so this is the bit where Sam is going to look to move out. Firebase being added at home, but his economy not really damaged, and that is a big V army. Sure, MooNKnight's pumped out a few techs though. There they are. And he's got a choice to make. Do you go for a counter attack, which Sam's pretty much prepared for, or do you try and hold? It looks like he's going to try and hold. But this is a lot of Vs. Yeah, it's good micro from Sam as well. Pulling back individual units. Only 1 V did go down there. And now tables have turned. MooNKnight under a bit of pressure here. Trying to get an angle on these Vs. That's not the timing he was looking for. Should probably just pick off the ambo here. Does pick off the ambo and damages another V, but his arms dealer is now under threat, so he's going to be essentially forced to commit to the defense here. And the laser locks are good. More Vs are going down. Both sides taking a lot of heavy losses. But yeah, Sam with good micro, good control in the end. Held well under pressure and takes a 3-0 lead. And I did say this could go 4-0. Leader says big games. Zaid says, which army would I enjoy playing the most? Air and stealth, I think, are two of the most fun ones. What's my least favourite? I mean, tank, because there's not much variety to what you can do. Maybe USA and laser as well. It's not that much variety to what you can do. But yeah, favourites are definitely air and stealth. Okay, down in the south we have MooNKnight with the laser, whose morale looks pretty low. He's just said halfway there, so yeah, I think this could start to get ugly if we see a 4-0 here. In the top we do see Sam with the Tox, which of course is perfect for him. He's played well in 3 games. The games have been close, but if your opponent starts to lose morale, then he's just got to keep playing like he's been playing, and he could easily get a 6-0. Not the best supply placement though. So little mistakes creeping in. And the 2 supplies from Wraith. Where is this second Chinook? There it is. It seemed to be a bit late, and it's not mining off this crate either. Yeah, he's not collecting off here. So if he collects off here, he will actually have a slightly better economy. So, bit of a mistake there. But it does box his dozer in. And he's actually going to deny that tunnel with this Hellfire V here. Needs to focus on the worker. And he does get the worker. That is a nice deny. So Sam with no presence on that right side. But the first tech is coming across the map. Firebase starting to get added for MooNKnight here. Sam though not going for it. Decides to divert. Drops off the terrorists. And does get the supply to MooNKnight's potential frustration, because he was pretty close to picking off one of those terrorists. Mohammed Nur says how to stop the V army using techs. Well, generally you need twice as many techs as Vs, and that was purely a numbers game in the end. There was as many Vs as there were techs pretty much. I mean, Wraith did a decent job at making a line and trying to pick off what he could, but you know, Sam had good micro and he just had too big an army, and that was because there was no economical damage at the start. Now this is a big blob of tech RPG here coming in from Call Me Sam. He's building a tunnel. He's got a Tox Rebel there as well. Bit of a traffic jam going on. I like the laser lock from MooNKnight. Trying to get an angle here. That worker is not building the tunnel just yet. And Sam's execution there, not the best. MooNKnight doing pretty good, but that Rebel is very nice. MooNKnight stopped building behind this pressure though. 3k in the bank. And we might just see a GG here because he stopped building. He did so well initially. But, yeah, morale gone. Yeah, he did so well initially to laser lock and pick off what he could. But you got to keep building behind that micro. And he didn't. And then as soon as one little mistake creeps in like that, it escalates so quickly. And that is a 4-0. And it is MooNKnight's map. I hope he has the motivation to pick one of his best maps. Nickname says second tourney win loading for Sam. Okay. He's going liquid gold. He's going for the bigger maps. Once again. gonna need like a China mirror here. Or something to get himself a couple of wins and stay in this set. But maybe just wants a consolation to avoid the 6-0. Well, that is as close to balance as you can get here on this map. But USA mirrors, who is more confident in a USA mirror? I think GLA is our Wraith's favourite army. So Sam may well be more confident here. Sam with the good luck. Have fun. Last drop saying Sam pretty good recently. TeeeZ is sending Queen his PayPal. Good stuff. And TeeeZ is definitely happy. Right, in the top of Liquid Gold, we have Call Me Sam with the laser. And in the bottom, in the red, it is MooNKnight with the super weapon. A lot of oils here. And as you say, you got to get control of as many as you can. Double barracks for MooNKnight, which I think is the better build. Sam going for a little bit of a drop, and I think he might make a barracks up here as well. 3 MDs and a dozer. Now, if MooNKnight holds that drop, I was going to say he might be in a better position, but he's also doing a massive drop himself, which I think is way too many MDs, and he needs to be going more for the oil. I like that barracks from Sam. And Sam might just pick off this oil himself here. Yeah, I think the 5 MDs are a massive overcommitment. Because one of them would have been pretty handy back at home. No capture building from MooNKnight either, but he is killing a Chinook of Sam. And the second Chinook under a bit of pressure as well. I'd like a couple of MDs to go and kill the oil. I think he's going to do that as well. But Sam does have the capture building upgrade and can get himself on a few oils here. So can 5 MDs solo a ranger? I think the answer is probably yes. At the moment, MooNKnight is not mining, and he's lost his oil at home as well. About to lose a Chinook. That is sloppy from MooNKnight. Second Chinook nearly went down, and he is not clearing up these MDs, not effectively enough, and Sam's got himself on 2 oils, but he has only got 1 dozer. He is making a war factory. I think MooNKnight is looking for that last dozer. Oh, that would be massive if Sam gets this. Yeah, he does. MooNKnight using 1 dozer aggressively here. Tried to get the crush off. Just a slight miskick. Yeah. And he GG's when he did not crush that ranger. He just GG'd out. And Sam is not only 1 win away from winning this tournament, he is 1 win away from a clean sweep. Mohammed says, do you need to drop here or just defend and oils grab? I think a mini drop and an oil grab is what you need. I think both players overcommitted to the drop way too much. And you can see that Sam, by committing a little bit more to the oil, just got an auto win. Okay, MooNKnight saying this is going to be 6-0. Let's see what he can do. He is up in the north with laser. And in the south, one win away, it is Call Me Sam with the super weapon. So, yeah, I mean, this is as good as a mirror because the game's probably going to get decided before Vs and Alphas and EMPs are even going to get used based on how the players played that previous game. And it seems Sam is going for a little bit of a variation here. 2 barracks and straight oil grab. MooNKnight making MDs again. Does kill the drone. But I really think he should stop at 3 MDs, but he's not. Oh. He's trying a build you see against infantry here, which is kill your own CC and get a ton of rangers. But Sam, yeah, I don't actually like this build from Sam. He's got a War Factory as super weapon, so he's getting more expensive Vs here. And MooNKnight is just going to drop the biggest blob of infantry you've ever seen, and the only way this can work is if you dozer hunt. So he needs to send 1 MD locked onto that dozer whilst literally getting the other one and camping the production, because Sam's about to be on like 5 oils. Alrighty, here she goes. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, but it's looking pretty over. Sam is on 2 oils. Let's see what this big blob is going to do. He does have flashbangs as well. And he is now on top of the production. V is coming back. MooNKnight is paying attention. Oh, that is a nice crush though, although only gets 2 MDs. And the assault continues. The War Factory's picked off. Flashbangs in play for both players. And Sam, to me, looks like he's got more rangers here. Yeah, those rangers are easily cleared up. And GG from MooNKnight. That is a 6-0 to Call Me Sam. So very, very nicely done. Bit of a YOLO tactic in the end, but yeah, I think Wraith lost a lot of morale after losing the first 2 games, and then particularly game 3 was, you could tell it was going to be 6-0 at that point. So there we go. Alright, well I will wait till I see both players here. Wish them GG well played. That's a nice conclusion to the end of the tournament, with Sam in first place, MooNKnight in second place. We were hoping for AntiPro versus Madara for the 3rd and 4th place prizes, but it looks like by default we're going to have AntiPro in 3rd and Madara in 4th. So it's been a fun tournament. Had some real positive feedback from the members, and there was even suggestion to do a potential 2v2 member tournament as well. But either way, GG's well played to both players. I think they both may have logged off actually. Oh, there he is. GG's well played. Sam is there. And until next time, guys, I will say have a good evening. Might be back late tomorrow, as I have my Champions Cup set against Tensor GG. But until then, have a good night.
Know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be up all night making the old days. But we've sobered up, we've come a long way. Wherever we cruise, I'm riding with you. Now that I'm back in town, I know I can prove to you only if you dare to make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there, Lately I've been looking in the mirror, cleaning up the surface so it's clearer. Hoping there's still time. Let me find a way. Oh, maybe I felt stuck in my crusade. Oh, while you were counting on my first aid. So what can I do? I don't wanna lose you. You can shut me out, but I know I can prove to you only if you dare to make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'm a